All right, Tate, in this range, it seems like you're going with a guy that I hear sometimes mixed reviews about, but you're really big on Mr. Brandon Lowe.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe. So, I mean, he's going around pick 75 in ADP right now from January 13th to today. 2021, he hit 247, 345, 23 with 39 home runs, which, in case you're wondering, is one of the all time best home run seasons for a second baseman. And he was only 4 runs and RBIs short of the 200 runs and RBI combo, which, of course, for Roto is the gold standard. If you can get a bunch of guys doing that, well, you'll win every time. He had a 360 xWOBA and a 43% hard hit. And all these numbers came where he, or after in April and May, where he didn't even hit 200. I will concede, though, he does strike out a ton, like more than anyone should. But he does walk at 11% clip, which is supported by the projections. Like if you look at the Bat X, he's batting 250, projected for mid-30s home runs. A handful of steals, and something that you'll hear from me a lot is that every guy you have should get you at least a couple steals. You need like 130, maybe less to win, 90 to be really competitive in the steals market. So getting a guy who could do 40 home runs and 5 steals, 7 steals, it's just huge, especially with good team context like the Rays.
Yeah, so Marty, he's your fade in this range. And like Tate said, the home run power, the steals, the team context. Is it just the strikeouts that scare you from wanting to take him as the number 7 second baseman off the board?
Yeah, I guess it'd be less personally about him and more of the fact that you can get Jazz around the same exact time. You can wait a little bit and get my guy, who's going to be Jonathan India, where you can get talking about double-digit steals. Yeah, the home run power is there. I'm finding out the more drafts I do, you can find home runs a little bit later. And yeah, that K rate, it truly does scare me. It's through the roof.
So the K rate, and obviously you can get similar profiles later on, but India is a good on-base guy, and you want someone safer in this range, it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit safer. I mean, he's hitting in, Cincinnati. I like the 20 home runs, 25 home runs, somewhere in between there, 12 steals, and a good batting average, where you're able to get him. I think he's the 12th. He's number 10 in my rankings, number 12th in ADP. So I like that, a little bit of a discount there. And Art got him in our triple players ball. And when he did, I was like, because I went Trey Turner right away. And I was like, you know what? There's a second baseman. You could wait, all those. I think he got him in the 7th round. Could have waited, obviously not as many steals, but it fills that gap. So I do like that.
Well, the man who stole him from Marty, you're big on Mr. Javi Baez in this range. Someone that's a very polarizing player this offseason. I think a lot of people are fading him, but you like him.
Yeah, I think that Javi's going around pick 62. I said a few weeks ago that Tyler O'Neill is one of the few power speed profiles that you're going to get at after that point. Well, Javi Baez is another one of them. Javi has at least 10 steals and has had at least 18 twice, but has at least 10 steals in every full season that he's played. Detroit, his new team, it's a squad that runs as well. He's going to be hitting 3rd in that lineup. It's going to give him a chance to give you more of those runs plus RBI counting stats. And he has popped. The projections, the low-end projections are 27 home runs for him. And I think that is a low-end projection, but it does take into account maybe some park change characteristics. But the high-end projections are in the low 30s. So you take his last season, he was 31-18. Even if you bump those numbers down a little bit, maybe do some park bumping down, you're still at 27-14, 27-15, and that's a really valuable power speed combo. And I also noted that that he hit pretty well in Citi Field last season after he got there. He only had 91 plate appearances there, but it didn't seem to really affect him that much, the size of the ballpark. So I think where he's going is at a discount because people are a little bit wary of his style, his swing and miss, but he does make a lot of hard contact. So I think he's going to be very valuable.
I think people are also, like you mentioned, there's the park factor, being in Detroit, and that profile. Also, he's getting another year older, so you would think it's going to continually get worse, his swing and miss. And I feel like that could be a reason why Mr. Britton over there, or no, I'm sorry, this is Tate that dislikes Javi Baez.
Yeah. So for me with Javi, it's that his K rate's gone up every single year since 2018. swinging strike rate's gone up every single year since 2018. And I've seen what this profile looks like when it bottoms out. It looks like his 2021 with the Cubs, where he strikes out 36% of the time, doesn't get on base, and the average starts to drop. I mean, Javy's a freak. He's an animal. You know what I mean? There's not many people that could strike out that much and still produce the way he does. It's just him, really. But he's getting closer to 30. The park is worse. He's a gaps hitter, not a pull hitter. Comerica is just terrible when it comes to the gaps. I mean, look what happened to Casty when he got out of there. It's just not a profile that I really like, especially when, like I was talking about just a minute ago, you could wait another round and get Jazz, who could have the same power output, more steals, and strike out just as much. It just doesn't seem like at the price it's a good play.
Yeah, and again, that's why Javy Baez is kind of, I think, more so than any other second baseman inside this range. He's kind of been the biggest, him and someone else we might talk about in a second, as far as kind of the biggest question marks that we're getting.
Yeah,
I
I do think that Tate brings up some good points, but even in that Cubs sample, he had 248 with that high strikeout rate and had 27 home runs. So it's like in that shorts, that was before even going to the Mets. He had 27 home runs and hit almost 250. So I think, just his bat and ball talent is, it's going to shine through.
Switching over from more of a volatile profile with a couple guys, let's go to someone that